Welcome back to another video with Max Sports Management International. I'm looking forward to seeing what Ronnie has as a question for me and see how I get on.
Thank you, Jay. Right, so my question today is quite a big one for you. Why should footballers have an agent?
Cool, that's a tough one to answer, I think. Hopefully I'll get this one right. Yeah, I think honestly it's, again, naturally I'm going to be biased on this question, but I think it's seriously important to have the right agent. Obviously, with me being involved in the industry for a long period of time, I've been really lucky to have experience behind me, with my father starting 45 years ago and now me doing it for 16 years. But I think that naturally with that experience comes a lot of knowledge in the game that can be put across to families and players. And to answer the question as to why, I think we're living in a world where contracts are changing ever frequently, information is changing ever frequently, being in a time of the market where you're having to make quick decisions and understanding how to sign contracts, what to do, getting lawyers involved, etc. You can really miss an opportunity when not having the right advice. I think that some people may think a contract's good when really they're not maybe signing the best of what's out there. So having a good agent who understands the levels of the market is really important. I think that one of our super strengths as an agency is we know the levels. I think walking into a Premier League football club or walking into a Championship football club, you need to understand the limits of where you can go. One, so you don't annoy that situation and lose a deal, but also making sure that you're maximising it. Ultimately, if you haven't got the experience, you're going to walk into a scenario and fall short. Seriously important to have the right advice out there. And then obviously moving on to the other side of the game, I think that, you know, when a player is securing a contract and, you know, they might want to know what else is going on in the market. Let's say a player is coming through the ranks and they're 18 years old and they need a loan. Okay, some clubs are quite helpful, some clubs are very unhelpful when it comes down to loans. So that in particular, how are you going to do it? You know, if you don't have a good agent who's out there making sure that your name is professional, your name is good, they're understanding you as a player, you've clipped up the scenario, you know what's going on, he's available, he's not available, you're giving clubs opportunity to sign your players, I think is really a big part of the job now. And then when it comes down to a player having a good agent, that then other club, whether it be the technical director, the chairman, they know to call you. So we're quite lucky that everyone knows our players, they know what's going on and they know the situation. So let's say a player has a year left again, you're going to want to lean on the agent's experience to go and get the best contracts, the best advice. And I think that that's one side of it. You've then obviously got the other side of it when it comes down to the full package of an agency, whether you're getting them commercial deals, whether you're getting them a boot sponsorship, you could be getting them help with financial advice, you could be helping them buy properties. I mean, naturally, when you're involved in a long period of time, you have arms of your agency. So when it comes to why having an agency, when you sign with someone, you know, for us, we always say, don't sign with us unless you're going to sign with us for 15 years, because then the idea is that you grow with that person and they really become part of the family. And that's just the way that we've chosen it. So that's the why us scenario. But why have an agent in general is because they can 100% maximize a short-term career, which is, again, we've spoken about it before, but it's not a long time. So I think it's really important having a good agent.
Okay, so my next question, Jace, is you've got a player at a club, he's having a wicked season, he wants to maximise his opportunities. What would you do as an agent to help him with that?
There's lots of things you could do as an agent, but I think the most important thing is to go and maximise a scenario. First of all, I'd ask them the question is, what is it that you want? Because ultimately all an agent can do is provide options. I think that that's maybe one thing that we're a little bit different to other agencies. All we can do is come to you and open the drawer and let's say you can pick from this and this, and then you can ultimately make your decision. But when a player is doing well, naturally your phone will ring more, but it's even then more important for you to evaluate the scenario. So I think that, again, you really want to place your player into a player that you know he's then going to be successful. You may have a club that then want to offer you more money, but you then may have a scenario where there's a better fit, or let's say a jump to then obviously achieving the maximum goal, which is playing at the highest level, whether that be Real Madrid, Barcelona, etc. So as an agent, it's really important that you maximize each move So I would say, let's say this scenario is a young player that wants to explore his options to make the right move. I think what we would do is sit down and naturally understand the path for the player and understand, is there a realistic chance for them to get into the first team? Are they going to get into the first team straight away? And as an agency, what you have to do is do your due diligence early, but then also understand the football clubs that you're working with. I think that when a player's at a certain club, they don't necessarily know what the market looks like and how a club operates, what they do, where the path is. Are they going to be number 3, 4, 5 in line? And do you trust it? I think we live in a world where you never know if the manager's going to still be there in 6 months, and you don't know if the club's going to be owned, you don't know if a player's going to be moved on or whatever. So as an agent, a player will really lean on that experience. So when it comes down to exploring the options, I think what's important is, first of all, to bring the options, 2, 3, 4, 5 opportunities, if that's what we're able to do. Flip side, you're then saying to the player, make sure you keep doing what you're doing, because working together is a two-way relationship. But then you maximise that by providing an opportunity but helping your player make the right decision to then be successful.
Perfect. Great answer.
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Perfect. No, thank you. Right, I'm signing off now. Just wanted to thank you for watching, and click the like button and follow Max Sports Management International. We're going to have lots more videos to come in the coming weeks, and yeah, thanks again.